Good morning, crew. Welcome to Maizy Farms. And I believe we're on episode 9 of this series. It's Saturday morning, and we are getting out and farming today. So for our fields, there really isn't anything we can do. They're all already planted and seeded and weeded and everything. They're finally starting to come through. So this one has wheat in it. The other one has grass. We do have this other field over here that eventually we're going to plant carrots in. And those are the only 3 fields that we own. Currently our goal is to take over the entire map, but for right now we're looking to take over this area first because I own this green area around these fields. So this is the area that we're going to take over first. We are looking at this one here, which is $67,000 to purchase, and we're just waiting for the crops to be harvested out of it. Same thing with this one for field 17. That's going to be the 2 fields that we purchase first, but we need to make a little bit of money to ensure that we can do that. And right now the only way that we can make money is by doing contracts. So let's take a look at the contracts and see what they have available. So there's 2 cultivating contracts, deadwood. There's another fertilizing contract, harvesting cotton, and then spinach, cotton, spraying contracts, and wood transport. Alright, so I think what we will do is we're going to there's 3 cultivating now. Right there next to the field too. Cool. So I think we're going to take on these 3, and we will borrow this equipment for this one, and then we'll just use that for all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and borrow those items, and then accept contract, and accept contract. So we need to run up to the store and get those. And let's see, I sold my truck, so I guess we'll just jump up there. And we got this New Holland. Awesome. So get around here and get all the equipment, and we're probably going to do the field that's closest to our place first. Field, I guess it was, what, 13? Yeah. I think this is the first time I've been in this New Holland. I've only had the smaller one, I think. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get back up to the farm and get started on that contract. How's everybody doing today? Everyone doing alright? It is the weekend before Thanksgiving, so hopefully you guys are all getting ready for that and get to have a day with family and friends, sitting and relaxing That's always a goal for Thanksgiving. And of course we know food. Food is always a plus side to that. So I gotta be really careful here, because if I open it up too quickly, I'm gonna catch my own fill. So we're gonna come over here and we're actually gonna see what way the lines are running. No fills detected. So let's go ahead and get that. Alright, so they're going to be running that way. So let's get in here. Get that open. Should be far enough away from our field that we don't have to worry about it too much. Sorry guys, I'm still getting over this cold. I had a coughing fit. So let's try and get lined up a little bit better on that. Let's go ahead and lower that down, and we shall get started. So but as I was saying, next week is Thanksgiving, and even though it's going to be Thanksgiving week, I'm still going to be putting out a Homestead episode for the Homestead series every day next week. I am going to utilize Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, to try and get a little bit ahead on my recording for the series, because I know it's been a little hit and miss. My capture card went out on me last week, so I was only able to get, I think, 2 episodes out last week, because it happened to me on Tuesday, and I didn't get my new capture card until late Friday, or late Thursday, so I wasn't able to get an episode out until yesterday for Friday. So that series is supposed to be a Monday through Friday series, and there's been something that's come up almost every week that I haven't been able to actually fulfill that Monday through Friday schedule that I said that I was going to do. So I'm going to make sure that we start hitting that, because it's not fair to you guys that I'm not getting those out. Since I've switched Maizy Lou Farms to the weekends, other than the second weekend of November, I have been able to get 2 episodes out for that. It's just there was one weekend that I was not able to get it out because I was out of town for a martial arts tournament. But I was able to get it out one of the days, just not both of them. So we'll continue to put this one out. All of my episodes have been a little bit shorter here recently, being about 30 to 40 minutes long, or just under 30 minutes, instead of the hour-long videos that I've been trying to put out. So we're going to try and get back to that hour-long format as well for you guys as well. So that's the plan for next week, to get a little bit ahead on the recording and to get hour-long episodes back out. So this episode should be about an hour. This one was supposed to be long form content, to where I did not do time lapses or any edits on it. So we're going to try and get back to that. I've been doing time lapses on this one especially through this time that I was sick, just because I knew that I wouldn't be able to fulfill that entire time talking. And I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily like watching long form videos that has hardly any dialogue in it. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to watch, but at the same point, if you're not actually the one playing it, it can get boring on what you're doing and whatnot. So I always try to have at least something where there's dialogue, where there's music or something. That way it's just not plain dead air. So that's where we are on that. So we're gonna go ahead and get onto this field. We're gonna go ahead and throw some music on, let you guys enjoy, but it's not going to be time lapse. It's just gonna be regular speed with just a little bit of music. So I'll catch back up with you guys when we're done with the film.
Steel cuts where the ground's been bare, dust and diesel hanging in the air. Turn that soil, set the line straight. Another man's field, another man's gate. Dawn on the dirt, but I know the way. Keep the plow humming, it's just my day. I'm working for the pay, keeping wheels in line. Sun up to sundown, this life is mine. Plow, seed, feed, it's all the same. Chasing that check, playing the game. Yeah, I'll take the work, come what may. I'm just working for the pay. Drills drop seed in the April ground. Hope and sweat spread all around. Don't see my name on the mailbox sign, but the green will grow on borrowed time. One more acre, one more run, trying to beat that setting sun. Yeah, I'm working for the pay, keeping wheels in line. Sun up to sundown, this life is mine. Plow, seed, feed, it's all the same. Chasing that check, playing the game. Yeah, I'll take the work, come what may. I'm just working for the tanks topped off, spread wide and true. The fields wake up to the things I do. Smell the nitrogen, boots on clay, feeding the ground in the old farm way. You won't see fame, just tie tracks fade, but it's honest work that a good man's made. I'm working for the pay, keeping wheels in line. Sun up to sundown, this life is mine. Plow, seed, feed, it's all the same. Chasing that check, playing the game. Yeah, I'll take the work, come what may. I'm just working for the pay. Now the combine hums through golden waves. Moonlight shines on what hard work gave. Another man's crop in the hopper bin, but I'll smile knowing I gave my skin. Cash the check, pay the loan, still feel rich when I head back home. I'm working for the pay, keeping wheels in line. Sun up to sundown, this life is mine. Plow, seed, feed, it's all the same. Chasing that check, playing the game. Yeah, the bills don't wait and the skies don't stay, so I'm out here working. working for the pay. tears off the window pane. So I hum this piston a lullaby. Steel strings for the dreams we keep alive. Every mile's a promise, every gear a cry, till I'm home where your love survives, singing my piston heart lullaby. Found your letter in the glove box tin, faded ink and a whiskey grin. You wrote, chase the sky, but don't lose home. Now I carry your words like a sacred stone. I find the line between wheels and grace, driving hard just to see your face. So I hum this piston heart lullaby. Steel strings for the dreams we keep alive. Every mile's a promise, every gear a cry, till I'm home where your love survives, singing my piston heart lullaby. Diesel smoke don't cover doubt, but this old road knows what I'm about. Through the gears and the gravel lies, I'm headed back to our lullaby. Now I'm humming this piston heart lullaby. Burning sky while the day waves goodbye. Every beat of this engine's a vow I sign. I'm coming home where your love's still mine, singing our piston heart lullaby. Yeah, piston heart lullaby.
Alright, so we're done with that one. I really wish, I know I've said it numerous times, but I really wish they would let you complete the contracts. At least in 25 and 22, you still got to complete the contract even if you were done with it. I wish 25 was the same way. Alright, so we got what? Filled 18 and 29. So let's see. 18 is just a little bit further up. I want to see which field is the bigger field. So 18 is up here and 29 is over there. That is 6.95 acres, and that one is 10. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this field over here because it's fairly close to where we're at. All we gotta do is turn around and go up, and then I'll probably set an AI worker on this one while we look at the other contracts. I believe there was a fertilizing one that I can do while I have a AI worker doing the cultivating on that other one. So let's get turned around and get up here to this other one, and we'll get started on that one, which is field 18. it should be just after this field here. And I believe it's going to be the second field over there. Let's see. Yeah, it's this field right over here. So we've already got GPS already set up, so we can come here and get started right on it. Going to get that lowered. Oh man, it's already 11 o'clock. So we'll get going on this one. And this one shouldn't take near as long. That other one took a little bit longer than what I thought, so I may speed it up a little bit. Maybe 2 times the speed versus leaving it at normal speed. Because it took about 25 minutes or so to do. Instead of just having a block of 25 minutes of music. For that time, we may speed it up a little bit towards a little bit less. So, just forewarn, if I did speed it up in the future, for future me when I'm editing, I realized that I said at the beginning of it that I wasn't going to put it as a time lapse. It's not going to be a full-fledged time lapse if I do speed it up. I can promise you that. Maybe a little bit faster, but not as fast as my normal time lapses. Normally I'll do like ×5 for my time lapses. It'll only be like ×2 if that, so it'll take half the time to do it. So I think we're doing really well with this one, considering really we've only played 2 months on this series, in-game months that is, because the first month was basically 1 day, and then we had 4 days in September, and we got all of our stuff taken care of for our fields, and we're already starting the process of working towards getting this stuff bought for this part of the map that I own the surrounding area to, and we've honestly done that in 2 months in game of the first year that we're on it. So I'm thinking that probably by the end of, I'm going to try and keep the series as a 4-year series, 4 years in game. See if we can keep that as the deadline for it. See if we can kind of play to try and beat that, or at least achieve that. So what I would like to do, or try to do, is, it's not a hard deadline for it because we have up to the 4 years, but I'd like to buy all of the fields in this area by the end of my first year in the game. So between now and the end of, we'll go August, because I only got 1 day in August versus 4 that I'm going to get for the rest of the month. So we'll go the 3rd day of August will be my 1 year mark in game. And I would like to buy all the fields in this area by then. And then the second section that we purchase, I'd like to try to do the same thing, get it all bought within a year. And then the third section, same thing. all within a year, and then that'll give us a year in game where we have all of the fields purchased and allow us to do productions in that final year, because I do want to do productions as well on this map, because I have to purchase all the productions anyhow as well. So that'll give us that extra year buffer to buy outlying parts that are not part of the farms or the sections, so the production buildings and stuff like that, and actually play a little bit with doing production and do that for this series before I end it. So it's kind of me thinking out loud anyways of what I would like to do, and see if we can't achieve that possibility and make it a reality. So if you guys are in for that and you guys want to see that, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. That way you know when I put videos out. Now for this particular series, these videos right now are currently coming out every Saturday and Sunday. I am dedicating Monday through Friday to the Homestead Challenge by Crest2. That's currently my main focus, is that series there that I'm trying to get done and do. And then once that series is done, we're going to be popping back into Farm Rescue Season 2 for that series. And we are going to be on Season 2 briefly back on the Frankenmuth map. Very briefly. Before we move on to a different map for that. Because I do want to go back to my original farm that I had on Frankenmuth after I sold the farm in Story to West, and see what he was able to accomplish in that, and then we will be moving on to, like I said, a different map to continue the story of Farm Rescue. But it's not really going to be... Oh, I missed this line. It's not really going to be set up as another rescuing of a farm per se. It's going to be more of a rescuing of a contracting business. So we're going to be purchasing a contract area and taking that on and rescuing that business and getting that back up and running. That way I will be able... I was kind of going that way with Farm Rescue to be able to pay the loan off and to finish the farm build that I had. And that was a lot of fun doing the contracts, especially when West was able to join us. And I have another friend that plays it as well, that he was supposed to be in on that series as well after the first year in game. After I got done with stage 1, he was supposed to come in and play on that series with us, and due to some unforeseen... Oh, I need to go all the way around. Due to some unforeseen issues with some of the software that I was using to be able to utilize for some of that storytelling got bought out and was discontinued. So I wasn't able to complete the series the way that I wanted and utilize the same type of storytelling that I was using. So when we go back, I'll be using a different service to be able to achieve some of that. Some of the characters that I had created for the Farm Rescue series will return, and some of them will not. One of the ones that I used pretty regularly, Max, for the DJ for the radio station for the Haywire, will be back. I will utilize him, as well as I don't even remember what I named her now. I think it was Cass. The afternoon DJ host will also be back as well. So both of those will be back. Oh, I didn't even lower that, dummy. And Jim will be back on the new map, not on the Frankenmuth map that we returned to. He has since moved on from that and is opened a second location, which will be at the new map that we go to. So Jim will return, but really, when we go back to Frankenmuth, it'll be, we go back to see the farm and catch up with West and move from there to a different map. And it'll probably maybe be at max 2 episodes in Frankenmuth, the very, very beginning of it, and then it will jump over to the new map after that. So we're going to be rescuing that business and trying to secure our future in that. So it's kind of my plans. Don't really have a set plan for when we get done with this one, because I still have a feeling that this series is going to be going for a while. With only 2 episodes a week, and we are going to a potential 4-year schedule end game, and we're doing 4-day months. That way, one day is like a week in the series. Unless I start posting more than just 2 days on this series, it's probably going to be there for a while. Alright, so we're done with that one. Let's go ahead and see what the best way to get to this other field is. So it's that one over there. So it's over here. So it's going to be best to get on that road, come all the way down through town, and over to here. Okay. But yeah, that's the plan for that. But for, like I said, for this series, it's going to be the long haul for this series. This is kind of the one that I just get on to kick back and relax. This one may actually end up getting a few more episodes later on down the road, because I do want to start doing a little bit of live streaming as well on days or evenings that I'm off from. So I have 2 jobs. I work full time from early in the morning to early afternoon, And then I have a second job where is my own personal business, where I own a martial arts school and I teach martial art classes at night. Currently, my classes are only 3 nights a week. So I have 2 evenings that are completely open that I potentially could do. I should have turned there, huh? Nope. I could potentially do live streams. So here soon, probably after the holiday season, so probably early next year, I will probably start live streaming on those evenings that I am not teaching after I get off work from my normal job. And if I do, this will be the series that I will live stream. Because I'm already doing long form content on it already, so it might be a good fit to do it in a live stream format for that. So that's a potential. And I believe the field that we want is this one right over here on the right. Let's just double check. Yep, that is. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to set up an AI worker. Okay. Go ahead and set him up. Just lowering that down. And then we're going to look back at the contracts again. And we don't want to accept 13 because that's the one that we lease the equipment, but we can collect on 18. So we can collect there, that way we can accept another contract. So there's 26 and 31. 31 is 11 acres, that one's 12 acres. So let's go ahead and accept that contract. It's actually right next to where we're working already. So we'll accept that one. And we're going to run back up to the farm. Grab, let's see, I used the McCormick in the last one. So I think we'll use the Massey, but I need the weight off this one. So let's get over here and drop the weight real quick, so we can pick it up in the Massey. And that cleaner's right in the way. See if I can sneak in between these two. I can. Perfect. Connect to that. And then we need to get the fertilizer. And I'm pretty sure I've refilled it before I put it back. So we'll need to check on that. Yep, it is full. Cool, so let's get down to that field and we will start fertilizing on that field next to where we were just at. So, no traffic. Perfect. So, I will catch back up with you guys at the field because we're almost at that hour mark. So, I want to be able to get these done. And that'll probably be the end of the episode. Will be us completing these last 2 fields and collecting on the contracts. So, I'll see you guys up at the field. Alright, so we're just pulling back up to the field. Now, it should be this one right over here. Let's double check. Nope, I was wrong. It's that one over there. Let's get corrected and get over here. And we have our worker right there working. So this is the field. Yep. So we'll do steering assist, and we will actually work on this build. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start right there. And we'll get going with the fertilizing on this one. And get this one going. So, anybody have any plans for this weekend? Go ahead and comment down below on if you guys got something cool going on. Also, I had said in the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before that, again, with me being sick, my mind isn't all there completely. But I do remember saying at one point that if you guys have any ideas or any fields or any crops that you want me to plant in this series, this map was a viewer choice. You guys voted on it, and for a let's play for me to do. So I kind of want to give that freedom to you guys on what we plant in some fields. If you guys have some thoughts or ideas that you want to do, just comment down below, and with the field number and what you would like in there, and we can kind of treat it as it's your land and I'm just working your land with the crops that you want in that field. So as the years go on, you tell me what to put in it, I'll harvest it, and when it's ready to harvest, I'll prep it, and then you tell me what you want to go back into it, and kind of give you guys that ability to join in on the series and play along with me by choosing what goes in the ground. You know, I'll keep some main areas for myself, probably the ones that start with the farm itself. That way I can ensure that since I have cows on one farm, I know there's pigs on another. There's technically sheep on our current farm as well, but I want to make sure that I am able to take care of those animals with the crops that I grow. So I want to make sure that we have the proper crops in the ground for those items to provide food, because I don't want to buy food. I want to make our own food for the series. So other than that, if you guys have any ideas or items that you want to put on there, comment down below and I'll be happy to add those in to the game. So let's go and back up a little bit, get square on it, and let's check how the fertilizing is going. Missed a little bit in the corner, and it looks like there might be, no, there's not a line over there. So missed a little bit in that corner over there. We'll have to hit if we need to. We're already 74% done with the contract, so might not need to hit it, but just in case, we at least know where we'll need to go to hit it. So, and then we got this line right over here. I don't think we're going to need to hit it, if I'm being honest. I think this line and the next line is going to complete this contract. As it's going up as quickly as it is. We're already almost at 90%. Or we're right at 90% now. So potentially this next line is going to complete our contract. Let's see, 92%. How's the cultivating? Cultivating is at 53%. So just over halfway. Okay. So we might actually end up doing another contract after this one. Yeah, see, we didn't even get to finish that line before it completed. So we have that little bit and that little area over there. So fertilizing, we'll go ahead and collect on that. And there was another fertilizing field, 31, which is directly across from the other one. Well, we're here. Why don't we do it? So let's go and accept that contract. And let's head over there. And get that one done. I think that's the first field I went to, thinking it was this one. So not this one to our right, but the next one after it. So this one right here, I think it is. Yep. So GPS should already be set up. I know we missed a little bit of the corner on that one there. We'll pick it up when we do the straight line back. So got the other guy working right over there. I'm willing to bet I get done with this contract before he gets done with that contract as well. We'll see. I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing. I guess it really depends on if I have to refill the fertilizer, because if I have to do that, then I have to drive all the way back to the main farm to be able to do that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But as fast as it's going up, I'm going to assume that I'm not going to need to go back and get more, and that this contract is going to be completed before that other one. Because we're already at 32%, and cultivating one is at 60. So fertilizing is definitely a quicker contract than cultivating would be. Now, if this field was liming, I would probably have to go back and get lime numerous times, because it seems like you use a lot of lime compared to solid fertilizer. You don't use near as much. So that's a plus on that. If it was lime, I definitely would not finish before that contract for cultivating would be done, because I would probably have to make 4 trips in itself just to get more lime. Oop, got out of the vehicle. It's not what I meant to do. But alright, well, for this last little bit, we'll throw on a little bit of music and let you guys enjoy as we finish up these 2 contracts.
I fell to the bottom where shadows crawl, lost in the echoes of my own downfall. The weight of the world was a chain on my soul, but I broke it apart, now I'm taking control. This is my rebirth, my fire's ignited. From ashes I rise, no longer divided. The storm tried to drown me, but here I stand tall. This is my moment, I'll conquer it all. The cracks in my heart let the sunlight through. Each scar is a story of what I've been through. I'm building a kingdom from ruins and dust, with courage as bricks and hope as my trust. This is my rebirth, my fire's ignited. From ashes I rise, no longer divided. The storm tried to drown me, but here I stand tall. This is my moment, I'll conquer it all. Let the doubters whisper, let the cynics stare. I'm a phoenix soaring through the midnight air. The past is behind me, it's gone like a dream. The future is roaring like a mighty stream. This is my rebirth, my fire's ignited. From ashes I rise, no longer divided. The storm tried to drown me, but here I stand tall. This is my moment, I'll conquer it all.
I was a shadow in the fading light, a quiet whisper in the endless night. But I found fire in the coldest known, and now I'm standing on my own. This is my rebirth, my rise from the flame. I've shed the ashes, I've broken the chain. A brand new heartbeat, a soul untamed. I'm alive again. I'm alive again. I walk the edge of a crumbling line. The cracks beneath me try to steal my time, but I've got thunder running through my veins, and nothing's gonna hold me back again. This is my rebirth, my rise from the flame. I've shed the ashes, I've broken the chain. A brand new heartbeat, a soul untamed. I'm alive again. I'm alive again. Every scar is a map, every tear is a sign of the battles I fought, of the mountains I climbed. I was lost in the dark, but I found my way, and now I'm dancing in the light of day. This is my rebirth, my rise from the flame. I've shed the ashes, I've broken the chain. A brand new heartbeat, a soul untamed. I'm alive again. I'm alive again.
so we're done with the contracts. So we can now collect on all of them and see how much money we made today. So let's go ahead and go down here. Complete that one. Complete that one. Complete that one. There is another cultivating one, but it's a very small one. Probably should have done that one before I did that. Harvesting. There's some plowing. We could do the plowing ones. Maybe that will be in the next episode, because they're fields that we want to get anyways, because they're up near our area. 25 isn't, but 21 is. So yeah. Alright, so we're up to $209,516. So that definitely is going to help us in the long run for purchasing fields and whatnot. So we're going to get back up to the farm, and that's where I'm going to end this episode. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the episode. If you are, go ahead and give the video a like, and if you're new to the channel and you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check that notification bell so you can continue to see when I post videos just like this one. Until the next one, which will be tomorrow, I'll see you the next time. Peace.